Hello traders out there in Traderland. The market's down 186 points. My name's Des here at Grok. Trade it's Wednesday, January 14th, 2015. And overall the markets took a nosedive. And again, last 2 hours of the day, the markets rallied back. Taking a look here at the markets, you'll see the S&P down 0.6%, the Dow down 1%, 0.5% down on the NASDAQ, and 0.3% down on the Russell small caps. But you'll notice that small caps and NASDAQ did not take the same hit that the rest indices took, so they're leading to the upside. Banks, though, off 1.32%, down more than all the major indices. Bad news. VIX confirming today's bearish move, down 4.5%, or up 4.5% at 21.48. Gold off by a fraction, silver off by 1%, crude oil up by 3.7%, US dollar down a fraction, utilities, which is a defensive sector, up more than 1% in today's bloodbath. And taking a look here first, before we get into the S&P, there is a app that you can get, and I'm letting everybody know about it. It's Mark Cuban. He's one of the sharks on Shark Tank, billionaire, owner of the Mavericks. Mark Cuban has a business. It's an app called Cyberdust. Basically, it's the adult version of Snapchat, which are their videos or texts that are sent that will disappear and never to be found again. So politicians and celebrities who I do work with have these. Myself, I use Cyberdust. Cyberdust is the way to communicate and to do so safely without your information going viral and getting out everywhere. So one of the users on there, David, said, "What do you think about Splunk, SPLK? First time I've looked at this chart." And I told him I would do him the favor of analyzing this for him. So here's what you have going on. If you look at a monthly chart, Splunk has just got started in 2012, major rally up to nearly $110, pulled back to almost around $40. Since it's popped up and pulling back here. And you'll notice on the monthly chart, we have a tweezer bottom with a hammer, could be going higher. On the weekly chart, we've been churning higher, pulling back. Now for the week, we've got a doji here, caught up in the moving averages. I'm looking for a big movement. On the daily chart, here it is. Today it teetered with death. It started to drop down, but you'll notice it rallied back and closed above a trend line. Trend line support 1, support 2. Trend line closed just above that. So this thing looks like it's going to start heading back north, but until it breaks above this trend line, boom, I would not be looking to go long. Now, if you have been well educated, such as going through our mentor program, you would know that this is a buy opportunity right now. But you got to be careful. The reward to risk is not there. And you have to have advanced ways of managing your risk in this, mainly through managing a stop loss position. So outside of that, for anybody else that's not advanced in their trading education, I would say wait for a breakout for confirmation. For all those who are trading Grok graduates through the 301 mentorship, right here's a great setup for you. So with that, let's get to the markets. S&P daily, big triangle. Now here's the problem. Technically speaking, the neckline of a head and shoulder trend reversal pattern has been confirmed. The markets, that should be red lights beeping, boo, 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 looking for downside run. So the problem that I see with this is most of this candlestick is bullish because it's a lower shadow, meaning that it rallied back higher. We did close below this trend line. We do have a shoulder, head and shoulder trend reversal pattern right now confirmed with the neckline being broken. However, it rallied back. We got a hammer near a support area and above the 100-day moving average. So if I had a gun to my head and had to guess, I would say right now there's a 70% chance of more downside potential, and it could be drastic and damaging. However, the only reason I'm giving it 30% here is because it did break below 2,000, but people bought into that, and it rallied back, giving us a doji. And as far as that's concerned, we have a support line with this shadow, a support line with this shadow. We closed just above that support line. That's a minor trend line for you that are more educated. So gang, the markets are in dire trouble right now, on thin ice. But I'm telling you, if it rallies back north here, keep all your long positions, because I'm looking for a lot more upside. Tomorrow is a big day. I'm watching that like a hawk.
My name is Eric Gershon. I'm learning from Des and Mark about the trading business, actually. For me, it's really understanding the exact way to do the trend lines. You know, are they shadows? Are they the close of the candle? That was my main question. I really wanted to understand how to make the trend lines the right way. As Des says, you know, he's pulled back the curtain so you can kind of see how the professionals do it, because essentially that's what we are. That's what I want to be. I want to be a professional trader, you know, and I don't want to be an amateur, and I don't want to trade like an amateur. And that is the thing that I'm learning the most here, is how to be professional at this and how to approach it from that point of view. They have far exceeded my expectation. I think, you know, I know Mark for a number of years, and he has been talking to me about doing this for a number of years, and I've watched him trade, and I just want to be, I'll just take a little bit of the way Mark trades, and I'll be a happy camper. Des, I've been watching the videos, and he's everything I thought he was going to be. You know, to the point where I actually talked to him about, you know, managing my retirement account. That's how, and you know, I don't know him that long, but he knows what he's doing. He's the real deal. You know, these are the real guys. I've been to other seminars, and most of these guys just want to, you know, talk while they're trading. You learn almost nothing. You don't learn about the markets. You don't learn about trend lines. You don't learn about moving averages and what's the right, where should you put your stop. I mean, you know, here you're covering it from start to finish, and that is what I really like.